Have you ever walked into a place and, without saying a word, felt every eye turn toward you? Have you noticed how some people naturally attract opportunities, connections, and prosperity as if it were almost illegal? That's not luck. It's personal magnetism, and you can develop this irresistible force too. In this video, I'm going to show you how to become so magnetic that your presence changes the room using a powerful blend of science, spirituality, and conscious practice. We're going to dive into forgotten foundations, hidden techniques, and energetic secrets that strengthen your electromagnetic field and turn you into a true magnet for people, opportunities, and abundance. And before we start, drop this sentence in the comments. My presence transforms everything around me. Declare it now to activate this new energy within you and start resonating with this magnetic frequency right away. Ready? Let's go. What I'm about to show you in this video isn't guesswork or empty self-help. It's knowledge grounded in the discoveries of one of the greatest scholars of human consciousness, Jacobo Grinberg. A Mexican neuroscientist and researcher, Grinberg dedicated his life to uncovering the mysteries of the mind and reality. He believed the world we experience is a direct projection of our neuronal field, a subtle field that interacts with reality and shapes what we live, including how people perceive us and connect with us. According to Grinberg, everything that exists vibrates at a certain frequency, and human beings emit a real electromagnetic field with power and influence. This field can be expanded and refined through the vital energy and dominant thoughts we cultivate. When that happens, we enter a state of vibrational coherence, a powerful alignment that makes our presence naturally attractive, influential, magnetic. Throughout this video, we'll unite the deepest insights from Grinberg with age-old practices and modern techniques to activate your personal magnetism in real life. Get ready to understand how body, mind, and energy align to turn you into a living force of attraction. Imagine your presence speaking before you even open your mouth. Imagine that wherever you go, something about you draws attention, interest, and openness. This isn't forced charisma or physical appearance, it's personal magnetism, a real phenomenon, measurable on subtle levels that determines how the world responds to your existence. Personal magnetism is the ability to influence, attract, and impact the people around you through a vibration that goes beyond the visible. It's born from the quality of your electromagnetic field, which is fueled by two pillars, your vital energy and the dominant mental state you cultivate. In his investigations into the nature of reality, Jacobo Grinberg showed that we live within a mental field that shapes and organizes perceived reality. This field, what he called the neuronal field, is directly influenced by thoughts, emotions, and internal energetic patterns. When this field is strengthened and aligned with elevated states of consciousness, you become a true magnet for positive situations. The opposite is also true. A disconnected person with low vital energy and recurring negative thoughts tends to be ignored, repelled, or even avoided, not because of what they say, but because of what they emit. You might have the best idea, the best product, or even the best looks, but if your field doesn't sustain a magnetic vibration, people simply won't feel trust. And magnetism is exactly that, a frequency that generates trust, curiosity, and openness. It operates behind the scenes of communication, triggering emotional responses in people, often before they even realize it. Traditional science already recognizes that the human body emits electromagnetic fields. The strongest of them is the heart's, thousands of times stronger than the brain's. This means we don't just think, we also transmit. You're constantly broadcasting a signal, and that signal can be weak and confused or strong and coherent. That signal is what determines your level of influence and attraction in the world. Everything in nature attracts or repels according to frequencies. It's a universal principle. So if you want to manifest a new reality, whether in relationships, work, finances, or purpose, you need to work on your broadcast field. Being magnetic isn't a gift, it's a trainable skill. And that's exactly what we're going to develop from now on. How to activate and strengthen this field, starting from the foundation of it all, vital energy. Everything that lives pulses with energy. This energy has many names: prana, chi, vital force, bioplasmic energy. But all traditions and lines of knowledge agree that it's present in everything, and it can be cultivated, expanded, and channeled. And it's precisely this vital energy that feeds and sustains your personal magnetic field. Think of your body as a toroidal electromagnetic field, a kind of sphere of energy in constant motion, circulating inward and outward around you. This field isn't symbolic, it's literal. Sensitive instruments can already measure it, especially the cardiac field, which is the strongest of all. The more filled with vital energy you are, the more this field expands, strengthens, and becomes influential. But what defines your level of vital energy? From the physical standpoint, it all starts with the basics: nutrition, breathing, sleep, and movement. Eating living foods, rich in enzymes, fresh, natural, breathing deeply, sleeping well, and moving your body create an internal state of high vitality. And when vitality is present, it literally expands your field. Your presence becomes more noticeable, your mind clearer, your emotions more stable, and all of this translates into magnetism. From the energetic standpoint, vital energy is like a subtle fuel. It circulates through what yogic tradition calls nadis, or in Chinese medicine, meridians, feeding your organs, your cells, and most importantly, your broadcast field. When you're exhausted, emotionally drained, intoxicated, or sedentary, this energy pools in certain spots and becomes stagnant. The result, a field that's weak, dull, and lacks radiance. While studying shamans and their practices for expanding consciousness, Grinberg noticed that elevated states of perception were always linked to high energetic charge in the practitioners. They breathed differently, moved differently, ate strategically. In other words, they cultivated vital energy with intention. And here's the key: vitality is presence. A vital person gets noticed, even in silence. It's not about speaking louder, being more extroverted, or having a flashy appearance. It's about carrying an energy so coherent, so alive, that the environment responds to your presence. Have you ever been near someone who made you sleepy just by being around them? Or the opposite, someone who changed the mood of the room the moment they walked in? That's the vital field in action. So if you want to become magnetic, the first step is this: cultivate your vital energy daily. It's the foundation of your attraction power. Without it, any mental technique is fragile. With it, you become a natural magnet. And now that you understand the importance of vital energy, let's dive into the most powerful portal to activate it: breathing. There's a direct bridge between your physical body and your energetic field: breathing. Yes, something you do all the time, usually unconsciously, can become the most powerful tool to activate your personal magnetism. Breathing doesn't just keep you alive. It's the main channel through which vital energy, prana, enters your system. Most people breathe shallowly and quickly, confined to the chest. That pattern is directly associated with anxiety, stress, and fear. When you breathe like that, you're telling your body you're in danger. The body responds by contracting muscles, speeding up the mind, and narrowing perception. The result, you block the flow of vital energy and diminish your magnetic capacity. Have you noticed how a spiritual master, a yogi, or even a sleeping child breathes? Deeply, slowly, and mainly from the abdomen. This is diaphragmatic breathing, the correct way to breathe when you want vitality, clarity, and personal power. It activates the parasympathetic nervous system, responsible for states of calm, regeneration, and energetic openness. And here comes a fundamental principle: Breathing influences your mental state, and your mental state influences your breathing. But the most powerful part is that you can consciously reverse this cycle. By deliberately adopting deep, rhythmic breathing, you shift your mental and emotional state within minutes. You leave survival mode and enter presence mode, and it's in presence that magnetism reveals itself. Now here's a simple, effective exercise. Sit or lie down comfortably. Place one hand on your chest and the other on your abdomen. Inhale slowly through your nose, feeling only the hand on your abdomen rise. Hold the air for 2 seconds. Exhale gently through your mouth, letting the abdomen fall. Repeat this cycle for 5 minutes, keeping your attention on the breath and feeling your body relax. As you breathe this way, visualize a golden light entering with the air, filling your body with vitality. Imagine this light activating your cells, expanding your field, and beginning to radiate around you. Remember, every conscious breath is an energy recharge. You're not just inhaling oxygen, you're absorbing subtle energy. The deeper your lungs open, the more prana you absorb. And the more prana circulates, the stronger your field of attraction becomes. Breathing is the first step to leaving reactivity and entering creation. From it, you gain access to the next level, consciously distributing that vital energy throughout the body. That's what we'll look at next. There's no point in absorbing vital energy if it doesn't circulate. Imagine a river with pure water that's stagnant. Over time, it loses force, gets contaminated, and stops nourishing its surroundings. The same happens with your energetic body. Vitality needs to flow. And when you learn to distribute this energy consciously, you strengthen and expand your electromagnetic field, becoming more magnetic, present, and influential. In Eastern philosophy, this system of energetic circulation is called nadis, subtle channels through which prana moves. When these channels are clean, the flow is steady and powerful. When they're blocked by physical tension, trauma, or repressed emotions, vital energy gets stuck, loses potency, and creates imbalance. To keep this flow active, the secret is mindful movement. The body has a natural intelligence that knows how to distribute energy, and we can see this in babies. Right after waking up, they breathe deeply, stretch, reach, twist, and flex their joints. That intuitive sequence is actually an energetic activation ritual. With that in mind, here's a 3-part exercise you can do daily. Full body stretch. Upon waking or before any energetic practice, stretch naturally. Reach your arms overhead, lengthen your legs, open your chest. This awakens your musculature and activates dormant energetic channels. Body twists. Gently turn your neck side to side, lengthen your spine with light rotations, move your wrists, ankles, and hips. These twists unblock energy points and facilitate flow through the nervous system, where vital energy circulates more strongly. Active flexion. Bend your knees, make circular movements with your joints, squat and extend. It doesn't need to be a workout, just a few minutes of conscious movement. This brings prana into your muscles and cells, distributing the energy absorbed through breathing. As you do these movements, breathe deeply and visualize vital energy spreading through your body like a fluid light, traveling to every extremity, every cell. The more you visualize and feel it, the more real this flow becomes. Your field begins to shine. Remember, a strong magnetic field depends on vitality and motion. It's not just about accumulating energy, it's about circulating it with intention. This circulation renews your emotional state, amplifies your presence, and makes room for the next stage of the process, conscious mental projection. Because now that your body is energized and your field activated, it's time to define what you want to broadcast. And what you broadcast, you attract. You've probably heard the phrase, you attract what you emit. In the context of personal magnetism, that statement becomes literal. Once your body is charged with vital energy and your electromagnetic field is strengthened, The next step is to project intentions and thoughts into that field. And this is where the mind becomes your greatest ally or your greatest obstacle. While studying the effects of consciousness on reality, Jacobo Grinberg arrived at a revolutionary conclusion. The human mind doesn't just interpret the world, it structures it. That means what you consistently think, feel, and believe ends up shaping, filtering, and organizing the events of your life. When energized, your electromagnetic field works like a transmitter. And what does it transmit? The dominant frequency of your thoughts. Like a radio station, it broadcasts signals that are picked up by people, situations, and opportunities vibrating in resonance. This explains why some individuals, even without saying a word, manage to attract attention, respect, or cooperation. They're vibrating coherence, clarity, and intention. But be careful. This field can also transmit signals of insecurity, doubt, fear, or resentment. Even if you smile, say the right words, or pretend confidence, if your mental vibration is misaligned, people feel it. The collective subconscious picks up on these nuances and responds accordingly. The mind, therefore, needs to be trained to become a channel of magnetic broadcasting, not a random transmitter of emotional noise. Here's a powerful practice you can adopt. Choose a clear intention. Example, my presence transmits confidence and attracts opportunities. This sentence should be short, affirmative, and emotionally meaningful to you. Enter a relaxed state. Breathe deeply. Visualize your body surrounded by a sphere of light. Feel centered. Repeat your intention mentally, not like an automatic mantra, but with feeling, as if it were already real. Feel the vibration of confidence spreading through your body. Visualize your energetic field lighting up with that frequency. Imagine this intention becoming a color, an energy that fills your entire electromagnetic field and begins to radiate into the environment. Remain in this state for a few minutes. The longer you sustain this frequency, the stronger the signal you're broadcasting becomes. And remember, repetition is the key. The mind only accepts a new belief structure when it perceives consistency. Every time you project magnetic thoughts with intention, you're sculpting a new energetic signature in your field. The mind is the conductor. Vital energy is the instrument. The field is the stage. And when everything is in harmony, you become a magnetic presence, naturally. The energy you carry and the thoughts you project need direction. That direction doesn't come from chance or vague wishing. It comes from will, a quiet yet immensely powerful force that lives within you. Will is what directs your energy, organizes your mind, and turns your magnetic field into a real tool for attraction. You can breathe properly, care for your vital energy, and even think positively. But without the force of will, it all dissipates. Because will decides what will be done with that energy. Without will, your vibration drifts. With it, you turn your presence into direction and your intention into reality. Jacobo Grinberg saw will as one of the central elements of creative consciousness. For him, reality is shaped from the inside out by internal commands that organize the neuronal field. This organization doesn't happen only through words or mental images, but through intentional vibrational focus, and that focus is driven by will. Here's an essential point. Will is not the same as desire. Wanting something is easy. Anyone can want a better life, more freedom, more prosperity. But will is the quiet decision to move energy toward a result, even without guarantees, even when the path still looks uncertain. It's like pulling an inner lever that says, this is it, and it's now. When you affirm an intention inwardly with true conviction, you issue a command that reorganizes your field. It's like sending a clear signal to the universe, and more importantly, to yourself. When that command is firm, your magnetic field responds. It adjusts, strengthens, aligns, people feel it, the environment responds. This isn't about shouting, forcing, or pushing with anxiety. It's about feeling internally that you're already moving in the right direction, that your energy is already where it needs to be. When that happens, your field begins to act like a radar, attracting the right people, repelling what no longer serves, and opening invisible paths. Will is the backbone of personal magnetism. It turns thought into vibration, vibration into action, and action into result. It's the bridge between the invisible and the tangible. When united with vital energy, conscious breathing and mental clarity, it becomes a direct channel of manifestation. Being magnetic isn't about seeming powerful, it's about choosing to be. And that choice is born within, in the silence where only your will exists. Now that you understand the pillars of personal magnetism, vital energy, conscious breathing, a clear mind and active will, it's time to apply this knowledge. Knowing isn't enough. What transforms your reality is acting with awareness, day after day, until your energetic field precisely reflects who you've chosen to become. The practice starts now. At the end of this video, take a deep breath. Feel your body here. Remember, your energy influences the environment. Your mind broadcasts signals. Your will commands. You're not here by accident. Something in you already knows you were born to attract, to influence, to manifest. Now it's your responsibility to embody that version every day. Begin by breathing with intention. Treat your body like an energetic temple. Choose carefully what you think, what you feel, what you desire. And above all, decide to vibrate with coherence, because a magnetic person doesn't pretend they are. If this content stirred something in you, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you don't miss the upcoming videos that will take this journey even deeper. And share it with someone who needs to remember the power they carry. The world responds to those who vibrate with intention, and now it's your turn to be that presence.